Salute, salute. We back. Spliff Talk. I did 2 other Spliff Talks. If you're wondering what happened to them, in my phone it was saying processing, and I thought it was saved, so I erased it off my phone and erased my 2 Spliff Talks. So we're gonna have to start all over. This is Spliff Talk 1, the beginning, and we'll be coming with many more Spliff Talks. So we'll give some people a chance to come into the room. You know what I'm saying? I think we all public. Salute, salute, salute. Let's see who comes in the building. It's 12 o'clock. It's a different time that I usually do my Spliff Talk. I usually like to do the Spliff Talk at nighttime. So you know how that go. So let's let some people come in the building. Who's with me? Send out them notifications, YouTube. Where's my peoples? I don't see nobody coming in the building. This could be a problem. I may have to start this Spliff Talk over, because I may have it for unlisted. Let's see. Let's give it some time. Let's give it some time for some people to come in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Check your hat and door. Check your hat and coat at the door as you come in. Spliff Talk. This is going to be Spliff Talk 1, because my other Spliff Talks, I erased them by accident. Yeah, I'm not too computer savvy. I'm savvy with these, but I'm not too computer savvy. But I know now. So this Spliff Talk will not be erased, I tell you. Pharaoh 32, salute, brother. Welcome in the room. Welcome to the chat, to the live. You know, and as we know, with my lives, all questions are on the table. There's no question you can't ask like Burley that I ain't gonna come back with a response. So know that. When I see them questions come up, anything you can ask. But what I'm gonna talk about in Spliff Talk is always the Kung Fu Hustle. No, I didn't get a chance to watch the Red Belt yet. I'm going to do that today. I've been running around, you know, training, trying to get ready for this new seminar. I'm going to, the slap boxing league. Yes, sir. I'm working on that slap boxing league. You know, so anybody who's interested in competing in the slap box, slap 1 in Georgia, like LB52 at Yahoo. Salam, shalom, alaikum salam. Anybody who's interested, hit me on LB52 at Yahoo. You know, there'll be money prizes. Of course, you'll get your braggadocious rights, the rights to brag. Yeah, slap boxing. I'm bringing back slap boxing. When I was young, slap boxing was big. It was very big, and it was the way that 52 block men played with each other. Like, that was their sparring and testing their skills. You know, they slap box each other. You know, and it does have some attributes, like being able to block a slap, which can travel faster than a punch, is a technique that can help you. It's not the end all, but hey, it can help you to get your reaction time better. So I don't poo-poo all on slap boxing, but I'm not one of those that believe it's everything. Brim box, that's different. Like slapping the brim of the hat, that's different. I like that, because that may require more skill than just going slap happy. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Pharaoh 32 put us on to something new. Brim boxing, where you slap it. You know, you got to try to slap the tip of his hat. I can see that. I could see that. We even had something with pencils where you would hold the pencil and then the other person would have to try to break your pencil. We had all types of competitions because I came up in the military school, a boarding / military school. Facts, 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 facts. But one of the things I do want to talk about is this King of 52 thing. You know, now in the world of 52 blocks, Mr. Light Burley's been treated pretty bad, and that's by other practitioners. But this is something else that's going to bridge in to what I'm talking about as far as black men in martial arts and how we treat each other in martial arts. We need to up the game on how we treat each other in the world of martial arts. Now, in martial arts, it's all about ego and dick slinging anyway. But, pause, but as black men, we have to treat each other better. Why do I say that? Because in my 52 block journey, 90% of the people that challenge me has been my own people. My own people, y'all. Now, that messes me up. That messes me up because I'm not saying that I'm looking for other race of men to beat up, but it would be nice if there were other races of men with their arts and, you know, we kind of got together and sparred and see what's what. You know, we got 5 people in the building, only 1 like. Come on, y'all. You know, off my other lives, I was known to have more likes than people. So if you come in there, just hit that like button. It don't hurt and it helps put the video out. Yeah, we are always trying to discredit each other. And it's a ghetto thing. See, in the ghetto, all we have is each other to build up off of each other. They don't teach us how to build straight from self. They teach us you build by knocking another man down, which is retarded. But that's what they teach us in the hood, and that spreads into everything. Like, even look at rap music. In rap music, there's always some imaginary haters or somebody that you got to get past, somebody you got to kill, somebody you got to knock out the way. And it's usually a black brother. Detroit in the house, Brian Jones, welcome Detroit. And it's usually a black man. So this plays into the martial arts, you know, because I'm continuously challenged by black men who say 52 will not work. Even when I got down here to Georgia, there was a guy who challenged me. And you know me, I was like, let's meet up, you know. I'm going to make you eat concrete. But then he started sending messages talking about he was gangster disciple and it was gang gang. And I'm like, whoa, I'm not gang gang. I do bang bang, but I'm not gang gang. I bang bang. And I'm a martial artist. If you're talking about stepping in the ropes or sparring, that's what I'm about. But they was talking about busting guns and they run the city. And I'm like, what type of shit is this? See, and this is what I'm talking about. Of course he was black. Of course he was black. This must stop. We must stop discrediting each other to try to make yourself feel good. It will never work. You can discredit 1,000 people and still at the end, you still feel like a piece of shit. Because feeling good comes from inside, not outside. There's an internal world, there's an outside world. And your internal world is where that should matter, not out the outside. Don't let people tell you about yourself. So this is what happens. Oh, shoot, salute. Peace, got to go home and school my kids. Keep making us proud with your movement. Farrell 32 left us $5 and he signed off. Salute, 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 brother. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? But let's dig in. Let's dig in, man. I came to dig in. Even in this 52 thing, I am the one man who almost all 52 men win against, except for Frazier Diallo, and Sensei Mo. My brothers in this 52 block war. Brothers. Sensei Mo let me train at his school. Bring my students there. Diallo Frazier introduced me to Ludacris. These are brothers. See, that's what we're supposed to be doing. But we so scared to pass the ball to another brother and let him shine. Because we get mad at another person shining. I ain't never seen the moon get mad at the sun for shining. Excuse me. It's not COVID, that's the raw. I ain't never seen the moon get mad at the sun for shining. Oh, Brian Jones got the flex blag. Salute. Yeah, Bruce Lee did have the same problems. You know, the Chinese went against them because it's usually your own kind. Even the family. Family, you can go to family and be like, yeah, I'm about to take off. And they'll look at you like, sure. You know why? Because family thinks they know you. They seen you at your worst of times, so they don't believe you can get past those times, which is crazy. Like, your worst of times is the build up to your best of times. There's no best without worst, no worst without best. They are one and the same. Sometimes the best can be the worst, and sometimes the worst can be the best. You never know. The rabbit hole goes too damn deep to be trying to figure out what's the best and what's the worst. It's just what serves you. You know, 52 blocks serves me. Other arts serve me. So I don't have to go do the other arts that other people say, or that serves them. And that's how it should be. But here, I have my own black people, my own peoples telling me 52 wouldn't work in the real fight. That you couldn't get it off. It's a myth. Even when I went to take my my coach's license, the guy giving me a test, brother, and he asked me what I do. I said, I teach 52 blocks. He said, oh, 52 bullshit. Whoa. Clutch my pearls. That is the problem. We are like, black men are like excited to go against another black man. Shit is, you know, it must stop. It must stop. And here in the Kung Fu world where there's already emotions running rampant, like there's already all types of emotions that go into being a martial artist and in this martial world. That's why most of these fake martial arts, you find out they got mental and emotional problems. Yeah. You know, they couldn't get women, so they formed this magical martial artist in their head. Like the one touch guy, he touch you and you pass out. It was proven that he had mental problems. That's the thing. See, the line of reality and fantasy is this thin. One side reality, this side fantasy. It's this thin. It's this thin. You can easily cross over into fantasy. So your job is to constantly know the line where fantasy meets reality. But fantasy can bring you into reality. So we're not saying turn the fantasy all off. It's know the line. See, I know when I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm not really in the war and I'm not really saving America. You may feel like you saving America, but you are not. You're sitting in your living room playing the video game. That's the fantasy. But then you got to go to work to pay the bills that helps you play that PlayStation. Like, because if it can remove the stress of reality off of you for that 1 minute. So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying I do Kung Fu. I watch the Ip Man movies. I've watched the Channel 5 movies. I love that ish. But I do know that won't work in a real fight. I do know what you see on Ip Man is not how the fight's going to go. It's going to be way different. That fight on Ip Man, that's called choreographed fight scenes. In real time, there will be no choreograph. There will be no ref. There will be no rules. There will be a man just trying to take you out. Okay. The 5 martial arts started. Okay, yeah. Well, that's what men do. You know, we create shit. And that's why I said it's not the style, it's the man. It's never the style, it's always the man. Take the burden off the style and put the burden of proof on the man. Is he training hard enough? You know what I'm saying? Is he really working? You know, we got 9 people in the building, 4 likes. Let's get those likes up. More likes mean people see the video, they share the video, and they know I'm live. Spliff Talk is live. So, anyway, like I said, back in my earlier journey, they tried to take Light Burley out of 52. Brothers said I wasn't gangster enough because they wanted 52 to be more criminal. They said, like, you don't look like a gangster. Come on, y'all. Do I look like a gangster? Let me get my mean face. I don't know why I always purse my lips when I make the mean face. I don't know what that's about. Every time I try to make a mean face, that happens. Because what really is, I can't make a mean face. I believe even when you're kicking somebody's ass, you should be laughing. Takes the tension out your face. If you make a mean face, the muscles in your face tense, and that tension leads to this tense, and now you just tense. So I like to smile. You know, my father told me before he died, he said, son, the world loves a player with a smile. Keep smiling. And he was correct. The world loves a player with a smile. Takes more muscles to frown than to smile. That's just scientific, letting you know that frowning and making those faces is not what you should be doing. But anyway, like I said, they wanted to take me out of the 52 because they believed I wasn't gangster enough, or that 52 should be some gangster shit. Like, you can even see now, there's a lot of brothers, not a lot of brothers, one brother making videos about me, Master Cheese, and he's from an ex-guy that I used to train with. And see, the thing is, everybody is rushing to try to be the king of 52. You know, everybody wants to be the one that lays the laws and says what 52 is about and be the one that people follow. I put out my information because I want people to be, I want to add more intelligence and science to this thing of fighting, that it doesn't have to be all emotional. But being the king wasn't in my mind. I wasn't trying to be the number one person in 52. Just wanted to make sure it survived and that it wouldn't go down as a joke or a myth. But others, they see this as a way, because maybe they haven't had power in their life. Salute Mr. Knight Productions, what it is. And maybe they haven't had power in their life at some place. So this is a good place to be the man. I get it. Listen, I get it. Everybody wants to be the man. But also, I also heard the saying, you're just the man in your own hood. So you step into another hood, there's another man. So why be the man? No, there's so many. And it's for so many different reasons. Just be yourself. And that's what led me here. So all of the people that tried to stop me from being in 52 only helped me. Now I am the most recognized person in 52 because of the work, because of my students. You got people, you know, my black peoples, it's easy to fool my black peoples. And it's because we want to believe so bad. It's like telling a hungry person about food. And you're like, you know, outside they got peaches and apple pies, and you could be lying about it, but he's so hungry, he's believing everything. Like, word? Sweet potato pie behind the rock? They got turkey near the river? There's turkey near the river. Like, the turkeys come right out the river, fully cooked. You'll believe all that shit because you're starving. And the starving has blocked your mind from making sense of really what's being said. That's the same thing here. That's why my peoples are so easily fooled. We want to believe. We've been at the bottom of the totem pole. We've been told we were not even a full man. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what that is? You might not, if you're not black, you probably won't know what it is to be told you're not even recognized as a full man. You're not a full man. So, of course, it's easy to fool my black peoples. But I'm here to stop that shit. If I see something that don't look right, I'm calling it. If it's real, it's real. It should be allowed to live. If it's bringing necessary help to the black community, foundational black Americans, then yes, we're going to let it in. We're going to let that shit stand. But if you're breaking us and you're the reason why we are chained to this rock, we're going to move on you. and get rid of you. And that's what I'm here about in 52. They tried to get rid of me, but I filtered out all of the bullshit because they couldn't do what I did. Fly around the world taking the challenges. You know, so that's easy to see who's who. You got these other guys, they're doing all this talking. I'm Mr. 52. Where's his students at? His students don't compete. They don't enter no competitions. They ain't doing none of that. But they're good at talking and making videos. So who's who? Are you confused? Does this confuse you? That Light Burley is bouncing in and out of gyms, facing different forms of martial arts and other men that fight to prove 52 works. Then you got others on the sidelines talking, and they say, I'm not him. Well, I'm here to tell you I am him. You know, I used to believe that there was no king to 52. There's a king. This is my crown. You see my crown. Because I was told, if the king doesn't sit down in the throne, a fool will occupy the throne. So I took my seat because there's too many fools here. And they're not going to occupy the crown. What I'm smoking on right now, I think this is some cookies. It's the cookies. I got the cookies. Come on, we got 14 people and only 9 likes. What's popping, y'all? Come on, man. I got used to my live streams. I got more likes than people. I done got used to that. So y'all can't stop now. Give it to me. This is Spliff Talk 1 because by accident I erased the other 2 Spliff Talks. I got shot, you know. But yeah. So like I said, they tried their best to keep Burley out the game. Why is that? You know, because they want to be able to sell you stuff that is easier for you to take and believe is the truth. See, I'm giving the hard shit. Everybody knows you come train with me, you walk away limping. And I've ran some people off, but I believe this. I'd rather teach it to someone that's really trying to learn it. Salute. Be watched. That's right. Pull up on me, King. Pull up on me. Let's get this work. Let's get this work. That's what I'm about. Like I said, they tried to remove the Burley man because I bring the real work. And I didn't want to keep it gangster. Because I don't even understand what gangster is. I know what criminals are. I don't know what the fuck a gangster is. You know what I'm saying? I'm still confused by gangsterism. You know, it's like, is it a high level of criminality? Is there a test you have to take to reach gangster? Because I'm a criminal. I was a criminal. You put it like that. And I never got the test for gangsterism. And I'm upset. Like, where the hell is the test at? Like, nobody told me where the testing spot was to become a gangster. So I don't know nothing about gangsterism. I do know a lot about criminality. I've been in those courts. I fought cases. I fought a case where police lied on me. I had to go to the Supreme Court. On the floor, when I got on the elevator, it went 11, 12, X, 14. I was on the X. You know, I was on the X floor. Yeah, I can take that as gangster. I like that definition of gangster. I'll take that. I was on the floor that had an X. Supreme Court. It didn't even have a number. It was a small courtroom. And police said I tried to bribe them when they were really trying to steal my money. But they flipped it to a bribery. And I had to take the stand. So there are points in your life that add to your martial arts. I never knew that point in my life would add to my martial arts. But during the time I was on trial, I wrote a book. The whole time sitting there, I wrote a book. So what I'm trying to say is, all time is good time. That's your biggest hurdle you have to jump when reaching excellence in martial arts. It's time. Can you make the time to practice? Because the guys that are talking about me, they don't practice. They're lazy martial artists. That's why they want me out the way. Because they want to feed lazy shit. Like, you do this punch, all you need is this block, and that's it. No jump rope, no stamina. no balance, no coordination. You don't need none of those things. You just get this block and you're good. People, do not believe that. Do not believe that. Everything starts with your mind. The only thing you have that belongs to you is your brain. Protect it. This is true. Your mind. That's what you have. Your mind is you. You're the mind. You are the mind. There's the brain, and then there's the mind. See, the brain is the organ. The mind is what's happening. That's where you find the God. That's where you find your godliness. Your mind is connected to the infinite intelligence. Meaning, everything that's happened in the universe, just like on your computer, you have a place for storage. The universe has storage. It's called infinite intelligence. You're connected to that. Meaning, you're connected to the Most High. You're connected to all of the information that the universe has gathered all the way up to now. Salute. Thank you. Thank you, warrior. You know, you're connected to that. Like I seen the guy post that on his page. He said, all I need is the approval of God. I don't need friends or family, just God. So who God was. And of course he had the, he had the God that everybody else has. But you're God. Like, how could you have the approval of of a being that you're not connected to? Only by faith. Because I asked him, I said, have you talked to this guy? Like, do y'all have a conversation? What does your God look like and what does his voice sound like? He said, I don't know none of that. It's all in faith. So you're pretty much making a mental picture of your God. This is the problem. Your God, if you keep looking outside yourself, you'll never find God. That's why most people never found God. It's even like Ponce de Leon spent his whole life looking for the fountain of youth. He died in his 80s. When at that time, life expectancy was like 30. So he almost was immortal. He lived past the life expectancy because he was climbing mountains, going through forests, looking for this fountain of youth. But all of his travels kept him in shape. All of this looking for this place, climbing these mountains, running these miles, walking these miles through jungle and forest, he stayed in shape. And it prolonged his life. So everything he was looking for, he already had. It's kind of like the diamond farmer. He had a regular farm, pigs and stuff. And he started hearing about these diamond farms, people finding diamonds under the dirt. So he was like, man, fuck this pig farm. He sold his pig farm, went looking for the diamond farm. The guy that bought the pig farm 2 weeks later, while he was cleaning up the mess with the pigs, found the diamond. The whole time there was diamonds under the pig farm. So if you step outside yourself looking for something you already possess, that is the goose chase. That's the goose chase. That's where that saying comes from. You're chasing something that you already have. What it is, pimping, the exile, salute. You're chasing something you already have. That's it. That's it right there. Just like with martial arts, it's already in you. Your body and mind wants to protect itself, and it will, even without a technique. A technique just makes the protection that much more better. But your brain don't need no technique. Just like the lion. Did the lion have to go to this lion school to learn lion style? That's right. Just because you watch a lot of Bruce Lee movies doesn't mean you can do kung fu. Not karate, because that's Japanese. Bruce would be upset. He's Chinese. So you meant kung fu. That is a mistake that happens a lot. People think kung fu and karate, they are not the same. Chinese, Japanese. The Japanese did not like the Chinese. They constantly tried to take them over. So watch out for that. Chinese man will be very upset if you make that mistake. Just like people make the mistake of like, I do martial arts, and they use martial arts like it only means kung fu. Martial arts mean all arts. It's the way of fighting. So, you know, but those are common mistakes that happen. You know, no one can hold you to those. Is, you know, just learn them and change them. That's right. Iraq and Iran ain't the same. And if you go out there and say that, you will be met with resistance. You know. So like I said, getting back to my story, they wanted to remove Light Burley out of 52, and they tried their best. They sent people to fight me. They made very disparaging videos about me. They still do that. You know, they still make these crazy videos. But I make more videos than them. You know, I put out at least one video a day. So they can't even keep up with me. It's like trying to run a race with one leg against a sprinter. I'm a sprinter and you only got one leg. You'll never catch up, buddy. You'll never catch Light Burley. You know. Salute. No such thing as the Middle East either. Break it down. This is the place to break it down. This is Spliff Talk. This is Spliff Talk. When we here, we can talk about it all. And I will, like I said. So they tried to take me out the game. And to this day, they still do a lot of videos. Yeah, that's a whole nother stream. They still do a lot of videos trying to discredit me and what I've done for 52. See, but you can't. My actions have been, you know, recorded. People have seen me go to other countries. I've sparred other people. Salute. I remind you of your uncle. Blessings, man. Thank you. That is a compliment. I've sparred other people because I wanted to know if my shit was tight. And if it wasn't, what I need to work on. So yeah, I got hit. I've been hit. I did one joint in Tampa, Florida. Dude hit me with a good left hook. The whole room went quiet. And he hit me with another one. But we fighting. See, I'm not one of those 52 block men that's going to sit here and tell you that they can block everything and did not do it. That is the crazy shit. Just like, that's why I said, my peoples, don't be fooled. You got somebody talking about they can fight 50 people, give you 10 strikes before they do anything. They can't be hit, but yet they're not going to show you. Yeah, that's right. If you ain't lost, you ain't fought. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't really been in the game of fighting. You know, Mayweather in the Olympics was a bronze medalist. Guess what that means? He lost to the gold and silver medalist. So even Mr. 50-0 lost. Rocky Marciano, who went 49-0. You may not know, he didn't want to be a boxer. He wanted to play, he wanted to be a pitcher for the White Sox. He went out, he failed, and his man told him, why don't you try boxing? So, because there is no loss in victory, people. There's really no such thing. We made it up as a way of feeling better about accomplishment and things that we've done. But there is no such thing as loss and victory. There only is what is. You know, when your grandmother dies, is that a loss? Because then your grandmother dies and then your child is born. Is that a loss? Everything your grandmother told you stayed in your head and your heart. Is that a loss? So, when you look at things as losses, this is what brings about the emotional reaction. See, a lot of people in their mind, a lot of other 52 block men, see my progress as their loss. So they attack me. And they still attack me to this day. Because they say, damn, people like Light Burley. They listen to him. They buy his products. I got 2 online courses. The only 52 block man with 2 online courses, 7 DVDs, a book, music, winning students from Golden Gloves to MMA. But yet, they can put out a video and say I'm a fraud. See what I mean, people? Because they believe, like I was saying, is that black people are easily fooled. That's their belief. You have to prove them different. That's right. The hate is real. The hate is very real. And the hate It's the hating of themselves. Like, I never get caught in my mind. Hello, sir. Thank you for the inspiration. Salute. Make Laura flip. That's what I'm here for. Salute. Thank you, warrior. I never get in my mind that I have mastered anything. Because if I've mastered anything, death should come for me. I should die right now. Like, there's a story in 52 Blocks about a soldier who goes out, he fights, he wins mad wars, he comes back to the people and he said, listen, I done won all of these wars for you. Y'all should bow down to me. Y'all should pray to me. Y'all should love me. Y'all should honor me, treat me like a god, because I won all of these wars. So the people, they got together, they talked about it, they walked up to him, they said, you are correct. They chopped his head off. They said, but if you're living, we can't respect you as a god. So they killed him. That's what happens when you ask for that type of admiration, when you ask for people to crown you. I didn't ask for the crown. I didn't ask for the crown, but I sat my ass on the throne because I heard what the people said. I heard the people, but I didn't ask for the crown. So you got other people running around asking for the crown, begging for the crown, you know, sending people in to talk to them why they should wear the crown. You crown yourself. Nobody crowns you. Nobody had to crown me. I crowned myself through practice, through dedication, focus, and I was disciplined. That's how I crowned myself. So I became king already. I'm already king. I'm king of me. You know? You're king of you. We all kings and queens. It's nothing new. But to try to go out to say you're a king over somebody else, you're going to have to prove that. If that's what you're saying, prove it. A lot of people say, I don't have the real 52. Then why don't they prove that they got the real 52? But they won't. That's charlatan shit. That's that, you know, I got this special elixir that'll make you strong. You know? Don't be caught by the charlatans. Charlatans are out there, you know. Charlatans are birthed through laziness. You know, I read a book about the Wiley kid. I forgot his name. He was a great con man, and he said it. He said you can only con people that want extra. Someone that knows they good can't be conned. So he felt he was doing a moral service by conning people and tricking them out their money. Because if you was good with what you had, you can't get conned. Get that. I'm gonna let that sink in. If you happy where you at, you can't be conned. Well, that's what they want. They want the real 52 to look like breakdancing. I'm not going to do that. Yes, did breakdancing have some relevance or input on 52? Yes, it's rhythmic. But you don't breakdance in front of somebody when it's time to fight, ever. And if you believe you can, please come to my gym and show us that you can breakdance in front of me while I'm trying to put you on your back. I guarantee you won't be able to do it. There's no such thing. It's all been lies. It's all trickery. There's no way you can dance in front of your opponent. Any opponent. That's really an opponent. Now you can dance in front of somebody who don't know how to dance. That may look special, but that's not the real thing. So they wanted me out because they seen the king in me. They said, man, if we leave Light alone, the people are going to love him. They're going to follow him. He's really about that life. He's really about the stuff he talks about and trains. He's a danger. See, the frauds are afraid of the real thing, because the real thing makes their hustle non and void. And they don't have to be frauds. They can do the real thing. But see, it's laziness. People want this excellence for nothing. It's blood, sweat, and tears. I paid money to my teachers. Roberto Sharp and Wilson Pitts ain't teach me for free. I paid money, $500–600 a month. Yes, I paid that money. You know, when you go to the wishing well, you throw a penny in that motherfucker before you wish, right? Ain't nothing for free. You pay for this excellence, especially if somebody got it. If Mayweather opened a school, you would go there, right? Because it's excellence. That's right. Salute. A blind guy can get busy. That's right. It's all energy. You pay for your excellence one way or another. And if you got it for free, you're probably not going to treat it with the respect that's due. You know? So that's why they came at me. Because they know I'm a hard worker. I put out the video every day. You know, because I'm really about my craft. I'm really about this 52 life. So, when they ask you, who is the motherfucking king? Don't let them fool you. The king is the king. The king is the king that's making kingly moves on the chessboard. Are you moving like a rook or are you moving like a king? And that's how we know who the king is. How you move. Not your blood, not your royalty, because there's been people that's supposed to have this royal blood and they were shit. Then you had people who had no royal blood and rose to the heights of the heights. "36 chambers and 52 blocks. That's right. Spliff talking right here. I'm Spliff talking. I ain't getting the questions that, you know, I ain't get too many tough questions this live, but it's all good because I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking down why they ain't want light Burley in the game. Because I'm a threat. I'm not lazy. Thank you. Mr. B. Wash, thank you. It's all about consistency. I was told one time by an old hustler, he said, you know what beats good luck, bad luck, and no luck? Consistency. Luck can do nothing with consistency, because consistency matches another law. We all know about the law of attraction. There's another law. There are a lot of laws, but this law here isn't spoke about a lot. The law of averages, y'all. There's something called the law of averages. If I take a rock and stand where there's no people, and every day I throw a rock, do you know one day I'm going to hit somebody in the head with a rock if I do it every day, even though there's not a lot of people around? Because law of averages will shine. The law of averages is like gravity. There's nothing stopping it when you're consistently hitting something. So consistency can kill all of the negativity that you've made up in your head in your life, that you got bad luck, you got good luck, or you got no luck. Be consistent. That beats everything. Nothing beats consistency. There's only one thing that can stop consistency, as far as I know. Death. And we're not even sure if that stops it. You could be a spirit on the other side still working. But for right now, in this life, the only thing that can stop consistency is death. Every day you wake up, you got another chance to jump over the fence, to cross the finish line, to knock the ball out the park. You know, my beginners, I sold drugs. I destroyed my community. I sold crack cocaine, and I ain't proud of it. And, you know, you're never going to hear me talk about it like it was a proud moment. Like I was doing some big shit. You know, selling drugs, you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to sell drugs, even though it takes a business mind to be successful. But you don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to sell drugs. But that's my beginning. That doesn't mean I would be a drug dealer for life. You know, that doesn't mean that's stained on my soul. Yes, salute to Frazier Diallo, Misty Night Productions. Frazier is my dude. When I went to Cali, I met with him. He had some young, real dudes around him. He's a real dude. And then the next day, he sent me an address, like, meet me here. When I came to that address, him and Luda was there. And he ain't have to do that. He ain't have to introduce me to Luda. That was his fortune that has him knowing who Luda is. And he shared his fortune with me. So I will always share my fortune with Diallo Frazier. Because he's the real homie. He's acting like how black men should act. Right, cross that button. That's right. DXL, that's right. Why they forget pressing the like, right cross that like button. I'm up in here talking talk, man. Talking talk. And I'm talking to my peoples. And just because you're not black doesn't mean you can't be in on this conversation. But us as a black people, as a culture, we must unite and stop using each other as leapfrog. See, that's that leapfrog hustle. I'll leapfrog over him to feel better. Nah, we ain't playing fucking leapfrog. I never even liked leapfrog. You know what I'm saying? We're playing another game. It's called share. Show and tell. Share your information. Show us who you are. That adds on to the big, puzzle of life. Something about you that you do may fix something in me. Salute. Facts. My homie Brugginger Wash, he's bringing it right now. He's bringing it. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? He bringing it. Cause the talk don't stop until I run out of weed. The live ends when this ends. So I'm gonna be talking. Thank you, make Laura flip. Thank you. That I just wanna, the world of martial arts needs a facelift, and the training of it, especially that throw a punch, and then you do 13 moves. That is the kung fu hustle, and that type of stuff is getting people beat up. People need to learn themselves so they can actually perform in the real fight. You cannot execute in the real fight if you don't know yourself. How is that? You can't get it done. That's what martial arts is about. It's about introducing you back to yourself. That's right. Roll up another one, Wash. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still burning. And as I look at my likes, I see I got 18 likes and 15 people in the building. I have reached my accomplishment. That's all I want to do. Strain of the day, Bionic Monkey. Oh my God. Clutch my pearls. Clutch. Bionic Monkey. I ain't never even had that one before. Mr. Wash, we're going to have to hook up. You're going to have to send me a little of some of that. Bionic Monkey. Yeah, I'm out here in Georgia. I train over at Maddox Park, Mud Creek Park, and West End. Facts. Kick that shit. That clutch though, right? You know what I'm saying? Clutch my pearls. Bionic Monkey? Oh my God. That may put me, I may be on the line for 5 hours smoking something like that. Nah, it's not a valid training drill. It's nice. I like slap boxing. It can become competitive. I think it could be fun. It's a good way of training without having to get too banged up. But at some point, you got to close your fist. See, what happened with me was when I got to my teacher, Wilson Pitts, my 52 was pretty much based off of slap boxing. So I was punching like I slapped. And he said, man, you punch like a girl. We got to change that. You don't know how to punch at all. And I was like, oh, I don't? Yeah, because I'm throwing haymakers. I'm hitting with this part of my hand. Thank God for Mr. Wilson Pitts. That made him cross my path to fix me up. And that's what these other 52 block guys have to understand. That if there's no science in your striking, punching and kicking, then how can you say you punching and kicking? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've never studied punching and kicking. I've seen some of these guys kicking. It's like, oh my God, that's a kick? That is not a kick. So that is the thing that's the jump that 52 block men have to make nowadays, is because martial arts is no longer magical. That's right. Yes, you got to have good striking. Like, because, defense is how you don't get hit. But then you may have to hit the person that's trying to hit you. So you need to know how to strike and strike correctly and strike with the right part of your weapon. Muay Thai kicks with the shin, not the instep. Some Taekwondo can have you kicking with your instep and get your leg messed up. Muay Thai men kicking with the shin bone. That's like being slapped with a baseball bat in your face or in your leg. That's like someone banging a baseball bat on your leg. That's what makes Muay Thai so real. It's because they're using the correct weapon. In the clinch, they use elbows. Your elbows can take a lot of force. Now punching is different. You only got 2 knuckles for punching. Only these 2 knuckles are really made to take pressure. That's why your punch technique has to be right. And if you want to learn how to punch, check out advanced.lightburley.com. That's right, I'm plugging myself because I teach that good stuff. That's right, balance is important. But learning how to strike is basically learning what part of your body to strike with. That's why it has to be trained. It has to be right. You got to kick with the right part. Even if you headbutt somebody, you don't headbutt nobody with your nose and mouth area. You got to use right here. This part of your head is pretty strong. Bah! I got a big head. I headbutt you. You messed up. I'm a Debo you. You see this cranium? This is a big cranium because it's holding a big brain. That's what I told my daughter. She said, "Daddy, I got a big forehead and a big head." I said, "Baby, you got a big brain." And don't let them tell you anything different. If they say something about your forehead, you tell them they got a little forehead. Probably got a pea brain. So if you're going to striking is about knowing what part of the weapon to hit with. Just like when you shoot a gun, you got to learn to hit a person with that flying metal object that flies out of the gun called the bullet. You got to learn that. That's part of the weapon. Yeah, rage has to be taken out the equation. Rage is the emotion that will fuck up good technique. Rocky Marciano said it. He said the first person that gets mad loses. So if you fight mad, you've already lost. You cannot fight upset. You can be a little emotionally touched, but you cannot be mad. Not going to be happy, sad. You're in this place where emotions can't really get in, so you can see clearly. Because emotions blur what you think you're seeing. They change your perception. Anger can totally change your perception. Look at all of the people that stormed the Capitol. Anger, mad. Where's Trump? We want Trump. And they went in there stealing shit, knocking shit over. Somebody got shot, killed the cop. And now they surprised that police is knocking on their door. See, that's an emotion. And these are people that had lives. Like some of these guys were firefighters and cops. You had cops beating up other cops. That's how strong emotions are. Think about that. He's a cop beating up another cop because he's so emotionally caught up in they robbed Trump that he lost his mind. See, emotions kill fact and they kill good technique. Yeah, the no emotion train needs to be trained. You know how you train the no emotion zone? You got to spar. You got to spar. So when somebody hits you and you get upset and you want to jump back in there and then you get boop-bopped again, it'll teach you. You ain't got to counter every strike. You can take one and get them later. If you try to get your money, see, that's emotion. Yes, this is free training right here, mental training. You know what I'm saying? Mental training. When you train the spirit, the mind, the body. The body is trained through conditioning. The mind, you must train strategy. The spirit, you must train cause. Cause and effect. Like in the Buddhist religion. Nam yo renge kyo. That's right. I was a Buddhist. I am a Buddhist. It's cause and effect in the Buddhist religion and in the Buddhist science. So that's what you train in your spirit. Cause and effect. You smoke cigarettes, you get cancer. The cause, the effect. And you got to deal with both. If you're smoking cigarettes, you know you can get cancer. Psoriasis, what's that? Serenos? I think I may be saying that. What's up? What's good? Welcome to the live. We over here rocking. This is Spliff Talk 1 because I raced my other Spliff Talks and those were very good ones. Yes, I'll be in Texas for sure. I'll be in Texas for sure. I'm planning on. I want to do a tour, but I got to keep it right to the money because you know things are tight right now. So I may be doing like a month Airbnb, different states where you know anybody who are true 52 blockers can come. We can chop it up. You know, show you some stuff that you can add to your tool belt. You know, put on the tool belt. You never know. You need a hammer, you need a wrench, screwdriver. Now, I'm based in Georgia right now, but I'm looking to move to Texas. It's in my mind right now. I'm thinking about it. Houston, you know, it's a lot of great places that I get a lot of respect from support from Texas. So that's why I want to go there. You know, Texas gives me a lot of support, and anywhere I'm supported, I want to be there. Miami's always open. I'm here in Georgia. I went to Tampa, so you know I can definitely do Miami. Oh, okay. In Douglasville, yeah, I've heard of Douglasville. That's right. Yeah, man. See, learning the blocks is self-preservation. The number one rule of fighting is self-preservation. Meaning, don't sacrifice yourself to win the fight. There are fighters that do that. I wouldn't advise it. But hey, people can get away with that kamikaze style fighting. I'm saying, don't sacrifice. You ain't got to kill yourself to kill the opponent. Self-preservation. 52 blocks. How not to be hit. Then you train how to hit. So you have both sides of the coin. Yeah, in other words, don't be no crash dummy. No. I was a crash dummy in my early martial art career. I was with teachers that just wanted to use me as uki, kicking on me, showing me how great they was. And I really learned nothing from them until I got with Roberto Sharp, Wilson Pitts, Killer, Mike McDermott, Mr. G. Hove. You know, people that were really interested in me going to the next level. Not just trying to use me as a living Bob doll. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are living Bob dolls. You go to your class and your teacher just kicks your ass and then he tells you he's teaching you something. I'm telling you, in 2021, I'm remaking this. I'm going to rip up the roots of this, how Kung Fu and martial arts are taught. And it has to be taught different. Yes. Yes, I was learning that I was being taught the wrong way. And now I've learned the right way. Yes, you know. But sometimes they say 1 mile off the path and you may never find your way back. So you want to watch who you get to teach. Like you got a lot of teachers teaching fighting and they ain't never had a fight. You got your face beat in. Hey, listen, I don't know if you can see this mark right here. I got my face beat in too. It's part of the gang. It's part of the gang. It's like being jumped into a gang. You got to get your ass whipped over in this sector because then you learn something about yourself. There's a part of you that no technique can test. And that's, will you fight back? See, no technique can give you that. You got to have that. So by getting your ass or face beat in, you've learned that you got the strength to take a whooping and keep coming. And that means everything. That means everything. If you have that, if that's in your treasure chest, you can add other jewelry and coins to that. That's right. That's right. That's right. Everything you learn, you got to meet the other side. You can't be a mechanic without fucking up a car. You can't be a barber without fucking up somebody's hairline at one point in your career. It's just undone. Nobody comes in this thing a made package. Nobody. So you have to come in and get dirty to get clean. What would getting clean mean if you wasn't dirty, right? Why would you need clean if you didn't get dirty, right? If after the day you wasn't sweaty and had to take off your dirty clothes and take a shower, right? Well, it's the same thing with art, with training in martial arts. You get punched in the face, and then you don't. Or not as much. You know, sparring gives you your traffic eye. When you spar, you get the traffic eye. You get the eye that can see in traffic. You know, a lot of people ain't got traffic eye. They got technique and form eye. But soon as some punches start coming at them, they back to this shit. Because they ain't got traffic eye. You gotta know how to drive in traffic, baby, and get your shit off in traffic. No. Anybody can throw a left hook on the bag. Can you throw a left hook at a man that's throwing the left hook at you and stay true? Can you do that? Because if you can't, you're part of the people who have broke the code, that know about the Kung Fu hustle, that know most people are being sold a dream over a technique. You know, they're not being sold. A technique is intangible anyway, but they're not being sold a true technique that can work in real time. Only because their real time is only judging off of what they're going to do, not what the opponent's going to do. See, martial arts is about, fighting is about organized confusion. Can you organize chaos? Because that's a fight. A fight is chaos. Ain't nobody telling you what punch is coming, what kick is coming, that their homie is about to come out the building and bust you over the back of your head. A fight is chaos. So as a fighter, you have to be a manager of chaos. That's what you have to do. So how do you become a manager of chaos? You must deal with chaos. That's right. That's right. Message. My man Wash said, message. Hey, Burley, you giving them a lot. But on this live, and if you lock into my live, you're going to get it. Because if you look at my page, I think I got like almost 29,000 subscribers. I've been doing this for 15 years. I believe I should have more subscribers. I believe my subscribers should be in the hundreds of thousands. And I'm going to manifest that because that's what I believe. Yeah, it's taken some years. I've seen people hit 100,000 million subscribers in months. That's their fortune. You know, I'm not a TV dinner. I'm a slow cook. You know, some people at TV dinners, bing, they're ready. Me, I'm a slow cook. I simmer. But still, I remain. And I know that my channel should be in the hundreds of thousands. All the information I give, I got like 3,000, almost 3,000 free videos up on fight info, where people are charging you and telling you, nah, I can't give my secrets. Ain't no secrets. You know what my teacher told me? He said, you have a duty to give this information away before you die, because it's not yours. And somebody else may need it. Do you know there was somebody that probably can make fire with their hands, and they died being stingy and took the secrets with them, and now we'll never know how to make fire with our motherfucking hands? Information is to be shared. Of course, I'm going to make a living. I got to live. This is all I do is martial arts. I'm not a plumber. I don't do any other odd jobs. All I do is martial arts, 24/7, every day. 365 days. Yes, you got to get beat up. You know, I remember in military school, I won the fight and I was feeling real good. So I jumped into another fight with somebody that was bigger than me, and he stomped me into the sandbox. I had sand in my pocket. It was an ugly loss, but it was because it was my ego. I had just took a victory, so I was on a high. Felt like I could beat the whole world, but I couldn't. Lesson learned. Message. You know what I'm saying? Lesson learned. Don't let the high of a victory lead you to an ass whooping, because it can happen. I've heard after a victory, that's when you really got to tighten your boots up. People think after a victory, you take your boots off. Hell no. After a victory, you really got to tighten up the laces, because guess what? They coming for you, because you the winner. And they want that spot. Just like they come for me. They want this spot. But I maintain it with an iron grip called training. Practice, more practice, then more practice. And then when I'm tired of practicing, guess what I do? I chill and then I go practice some more. That's the only way to excellence in this game. And see, that's the Kung Fu hustle. Salute. That's the Kung Fu hustle right there. Is that they're trying to tell you they can give you this skill in a matter of a couple of hours or a couple of years. Hell no. This is a lifelong journey. Winning ain't a moment. Winning is not a moment. It's a process. You know what I'm saying? You don't win in the moment. That's why people who go to the casinos get robbed. And the casinos know this, knows this law. That winning is a process, not a moment. They know this, but they know you don't know it. So you come to their casinos to try to win that day and lose your house. That's right. Salute. Salute. So that's how they play you, because they know winning is a process. Most people don't, so they lose their shirt. Then you have people that come and hustle the casinos, like they straight casino hustlers, and they getting their money over time. Not that day. They don't come to get the money on Monday. They come on Monday to get the money on Friday, because they're going to be there every day. Because it's a process. The same thing here. It's all a process. And this process of my spliff is about done. Meaning this is another episode of Spliff Talk in the books. This will be known as the first one, because I erased the other two by accident, but I am not erasing this one, y'all. I've learned. So this is Spliff Talk 1. And because I erased my other one, I'm going to be doing another Spliff Talk on Sunday. That's right. You got to be on the spiritual path. Not a religious path, a spiritual path. Salute, Terry E. Till the next one. Last pull off of the spliff, because it's damn near gone. Oh, you got to work on that hook. That hook is a fun one. Like, you know, that hook, it's like sticking your arm in a shield. This is how I train the hook. It's like if you had to put your arm in the shield through those handles, it'd be like this, and your shield would be right here. So remove the shield, and you got a hook punch. See how I just did that? Real quick tip. It's all mental. It's all mental, people. So, the spliff is gone. So until the next time, until the next spliff, I salute y'all. Nothing but love for everybody who came on this live. And as I said earlier, one of my goals is to have more likes than people, and I've done it. We got 23 likes, 18 people in the building. I love you all. And I'll see you on Sunday, and we're going to smoke another one and see what happens. Salute.